You're watching the Cooking with Jack show.
We've talked a while about doing this. This is Leslie from the Ellis Way channel. So, before we show you deer balls, I love saying that. Deer balls. It just makes me laugh. Okay, before we do the recipe, I'm going to ask you a favor. Alright? Everybody watching this video, just take 1 second to subscribe to the Ellis Way, because she's just getting started. We're trying to help other creators. Okay? She's put a lot of energy and time. We're talking equipment, we're talking cameras, she's done a lot. And she's been a good student, as I've taught. She learns, she takes stuff and runs with it. Anyway, the channel's called The Ellis Way, and we'll have a link down below. So, like, if you're watching this video after,
during,
after
whatever.
you're done, during, whatever,
pause and subscribe.
Click on the link, subscribe to her. If you haven't subscribed to me, of course. But mainly, my ask is that you subscribe to her channel. We all bound together. We all help lift her up and start her channel. That's all. Okay? And I benefit in no way. Right?
Right.
Right. Okay.
Just a good friend trying to help me out.
Yeah. So what we're going to do, we'll bring you in close. We'll show you the deer meat. We'll show you the marinade. She's got this rockin' marinade I'm getting excited about.
Super easy.
We'll show you everything. So let's bring you in close. Once again, Leslie from the Ellis Way. Subscribe. Come on in close. Let's get started with deer balls. Ready?
Okay, so we started with, we call them deer balls because my girls have been eating them since they were kids. And they call them deer balls because they're, I guess, round shaped to them, but that's how the name got started. So, but it's basically deer cubes, and my husband, we of course process our own deer. This normally comes out of the ham, things like that, like the extra, maybe off the back strap if you don't have a flat enough steak, but that's the extra meat.
Half these people don't know what you're talking about because you're talking about hunting. You're talking about cutting up the deer.
Yeah.
Where's the ham?
So it would be in the legs, upper legs, back legs.
Like a thigh? Like thigh meat?
Yeah, kind of.
So it won't be like the chuck portion.
It's like the big, don't, if you're eating deer meat, you'll know it's the big meaty portions of anywhere basically on the deer that you can cut a cube out of. Cool. Doesn't have any fat or anything like that in it.
When was this guy shot?
Over a month because we freeze ours for 45 days before we eat it.
Okay, do you soak yours too in water before you work with it?
We actually soak our meat when we process it for a little bit in water for about 3 days, ice in water, and rotate it, and then we clean it up, butcher it, and then put it in the freezer.
If you've never had venison, you're missing out. This is exciting me, this stuff right here. Go ahead.
And this is my favorite because I didn't grow up eating deer meat, so this is my favorite way to do deer meat, and it out of all the ways we do it. So
okay.
And it's simple. So this is the deer meat. I washed it after it thawed out.
Wait, did you say washed it?
Washed it.
Washed. Is there an R in there?
Washed it.
Washed it. I love the Southern talk. I love it.
Multiple times. Oh yeah, if you're my friend, this is my California friend.
I make fun of her speech all the time. I love it.
Yeah. So but we washed it really good, soaked it multiple times, and then I drained it, put it in a bowl or pan, whatever you're going to do, and I literally just add this. This is the secret. And I get this at a Hispanic store in town. I saw a grocery store the other day, but not this type, and this is the MOJO Creole marinating sauce.
What's the brand?
It's the blue.
La Leche. What is
Chanera?
La Chanera. Let's get in close.
But it's MOJO. You'll see MOJO.
Guys, take a picture of that because
it's the
this
blue,
is the magic.
The blue label. They have citrus ones I use on chicken and things like that, but all of these marinades are really good, but this is the blue label one.
We're going to have to do a video checking out all the, how many
yeah. How many did I buy of this? Or
how many
types?
do they make?
Oh, tons. Like, we'll have to go to the store one day together.
Yeah.
It's really cool. They have tons
we'll
of
buy one of each.
But this already has like garlic in it. It's got a little bit of vinegar in it. It's got everything you need. It makes the meat more tender. It also marinates it, and it just tastes wonderful. You don't have to add anything else if you add this.
So, if they're watching right now, what's the first thing they should try this with? Chicken? Deer?
Well, they don't have deer.
Most of them don't have deer.
You could do chicken or turkey. Sometimes I even marinate because we do wild turkey also. I marinate turkey and do turkey nuggets.
Cool.
So
Or you can do chicken breasts.
yeah, you could do.
Because most of you can't get your hands on turkey either.
Yeah, is that pork probably?
Is that one?
They have a picture of it like with pork. But this is the original. Says it's been out since 1970, but it's the blue.
Yeah,
blue
I'm
bottle.
excited to try it.
And it's only like I want to say $6 for this entire bottle. So
Wow, guys!
it's really-
right here, this is the secret ingredient.
yep. And then of course we need some oil and then some flour. I do salt and pepper the flour just a little bit. This has got a lot of salt in it, so it's not really necessary.
You
to add
just said
extra salt.
oil. You didn't say it funny. You just said oil.
How do I normally say oil?
Oil.
Oil.
Oil. Oil. It's a little different.
So we might need to have a different video on how we speak and how we pronounce words. But and then you can just put some hot sauce on it when we're done frying it.
They can do it. What can you Tabasco?
Sometimes I do. Crystal's my favorite, my preferred brand.
Right.
It's a southern thing.
Right.
But always Crystals. And then you can put some butter with it. Melt some butter, put this in it, and maybe a little bit of beer. It's really good. Some garlic, but you can just use this.
That's right. More beer. Loving it.
Yeah.
Okay, so like Louisiana hot sauce, any of them?
If you want.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. She's
Hey,
from
look,
the South.
this is the Ellis way. This is
She
the way
gave
I
me-
do it. Don't
you-
question my...
You gave me that bless your heart look. Okay, so go with crystals. Just to
Crystals.
keep true to
Yeah.
the recipe. We'll have it down
That
below.
may be a Florida southern thing, but just it's always Crystals.
Okay, well if you
My
follow-
brother taught me that a long time ago. It's always
Are you from
Crystals.
Florida?
Yes, originally.
Okay.
But I lived in
That's-
Tennessee for 30 years, so...
Okay, there you go. All right. So this is all they're gonna need.
Yep.
Now is this flour? Is regular
It's
flour?
all-purpose flour.
Okay, all-purpose flour right here. I'll have the recipe down below. Now we've been soaking it how long?
3 days.
Do you normally soak that long or just wait in the
Normally, no, because it needs a little while to soak into the meat. You can kind of... I'll show you all in a minute, but you can kind
Well,
of
the
see...
salt in here, is there salt in here? I bet that does a number on tenderizing.
Yeah, so it does. It's got vinegar. The vinegar helps a lot with the tenderizing.
Oh my goodness, I'm so
It's
excited.
got water, vinegar, garlic.
I'm more
citric
excited
acid.
because of that MOJO.
Yeah.
I've never tried that.
It's got onion powder. I mean, it's got everything you need. Literally, you don't need to season it anymore.
Okay, so we've soaked for 3 days. Now what do we do?
We're going to drain it.
Okay,
Or just pull it out, put it in the flour, and then we're going to fry it. That's it.
got it.
Okay, so I've added the flour here and added some pepper. And then we have the oil is hot. Did I say that right, Jack?
Yep, good job.
And, so this is, I just want to see if I can give y'all a peek of that. You can see the meat is marinated pretty much all the way through, and that's because I soaked it and stirred it for 3 days. So it just gets through all of the meat. But I'm just going to try to drain it really good. Not get my hands really bad, but... Asking questions,
Do
Jack.
you do one piece at a time? Do you do a few?
I do enough that will go in the pan at one time without touching, because you don't want
Right.
to overcrowd the pan.
Are you a light golden brown or a dark golden brown?
A medium.
Of course. Because I didn't offer that, of course.
Really, actually,
Whatever
if,
Jack didn't say,
if
that's
you'll
what I
see,
am.
right, if you, always, of course, I test it. Sometimes I'll put oil on the fork and then put it in the flour, then put it back in there to test the oil to make sure the oil is ready. But I literally will just shake off the excess because it just muddies up your oil if you don't. And
Of
then,
course, yep.
And then,
Just like frying fish.
right, literally I will add it around the pan where it's not touching, and when it floats, it's pretty
It's
much
done? So floating is what you wait for?
That's what I normally wait for.
That's weird.
And maybe just a few minutes. That's with any deep frying though. You never do that?
Well, no, I will sometimes I probably do, but I don't know it.
Yeah, I wait till it normally looks little brown, and then and it'll cook really fast.
This is all cooked. She's going to show me how to put it on a plate, how to sauce it up. So let's do that. You got the hot sauce on the deer balls. So we're going to try it now?
Go ahead.
Well, you grab one first.
Just grab
That's
one.
what I wanted.
Don't be scared.
That was the one I was going to get. Just kidding. Here we go. The hot sauce is good.
So it wouldn't be that tender unless you soaked it.
All right, guys. We're going to play with our balls. We got to go. do me a favor once again. Subscribe to The Ellis Way. There's a link down below. I love you. Say goodbye.
Thank you. Enjoy.
Later.